Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth quarter of the year. It's October, and I'm standing here at the corporate office, preparing to have a solid finish to the year. And then I just saw a headline that said, "Government Shutdown." My thumb hovered over the newsfeed, and I'm thinking, really? Again? Are we really the United States, or just a collection of states loosely sharing a flag? Welcome to the Epic Spotlight. I'm Dante Royster. I used to think the United States was like a great orchestra. Violins, drums, trumpets, different notes, same song. But lately, it sounds less like Beethoven and more like toddlers banging pots in the kitchen, while the adults argue over who left the milk out. Think about this. Last election, 90 million eligible voters stayed home. They didn't vote. That's not a typo. That's a canyon of silence. That's Madison Square Garden, Wrigley Field, Lambeau Field, and the Rose Bowl combined. Empty. Imagine me standing there alone, echo bouncing. Is this thing on? So let me just say it plain. Are we really the United States, or just 50 squabbling roommates who share a flag but can't agree on rent? So yes, government shutdown again. How can we call ourselves leaders of the free world when we can't even pass a budget? That's like bragging you're the head chef at a 5-star restaurant, but you can't boil water. Congress is squabbling like toddlers in a sandbox. No, it's my shovel. No, it's my bucket. Meanwhile, the sandbox itself collapsing into a sinkhole. We're supposed to be the lighthouse of democracy. Instead, we're the biggest cautionary tale, more like a soap opera. Look, kids, that's what happens when the adults fight over napkins or the house burns down. While DC takes its nap, real people pay the price. USDA loans, frozen, reverse mortgages, stalled, flood insurance approvals, locked up, IRS verifications. Sorry, shut down. Imagine this. You've packed the moving truck. The kids are sitting on the boxes, holding balloons, excited to see their new home. And then the government shows up, padlock in hand. Sorry, folks, you can't move in yet. We're still arguing over who gets the last cookie. Now, days of a shutdown is definitely an inconvenience. But weeks of a shutdown? Well, that would be a catastrophe. Because you can't tell a family your dream home is on hold, like it's a package delay on Amazon Prime. But hey, we can't control Capitol Hill. But what we can control is our own hill, the one we wake up on every morning. If the folks in suits can't balance a budget, then all the more reason we balance ours. The truth is, the United States isn't made in Washington. It's made in the kitchens, in the living rooms, in the neighborhoods. It's made up every time a family decides we'll cut back, save up, and take one bold step closer to our future. So let's talk about our own personal playbook. Forget Washington for a second. What about your house? What about your budget? Let's lay out our own principles so we can stay focused on the prize. Let's set a vision that scares you. Dreams should feel like a roller coaster. Terrifying, but worth the ride. Let's buy assets and minimize liabilities. Say that again. Let's buy assets and minimize liabilities. If you need to put a tattoo on your forehead backwards so you can see it in the mirror, then let's do it. Let's build wealth before you show wealth. Pulling up in a dented Ford while having more zeros in the bank than the guy in the Lambo is a better way to go. So a solution for your budget is opportunity, and real estate has that. With communities that thrive because we choose to build, not wait. That's how you nurture an economy, from the ground up, not the top down. If 90 million people sat out on the last election, let's make sure we don't sit out on our own lives. Don't wait for the leaders to get their act together. Lead yourself. Lead your home. Lead your finances. That's where the true union begins. So a solution for your budget is opportunity, and real estate has that. With communities that thrive because we choose to build, not wait. Don't outsource your future to leaders who can't even pass a budget. Because maybe, just maybe, if we all tighten our own budgets, balance our own books, and dare to chase visions bigger than ourselves, then we stop waiting for DC to fix things and start fixing them right here, right now, for our own selves. Now, if you need my assistance, my contact information is right over here. And make sure you like this video and share this to someone that needs to hear this. And as always, have an epic day.